Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie. But damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be...
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did they fall live?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
This one's all mine.
Eat this!
None can escape my judgment.
You
Go for
picked
the
the wrong
good point.
fight.
Photon
Prepare to
dance
be
to the
steam.
In a bind?
Back into the
Hurricane
fray.
Blast.
Blah, blah, blah. Let's get you all tucked away.
Plasma shock.
Here I go. And again. Lightning. Downfall.
Orochi Tornado.
It's weakened.
This ends now.
Ice tornado.
You picked the wrong fight.
Oh, now you can talk!
Here I come.
Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning.
Laser storm. Double demon strike.
In a bind?
Destruction. Eternal Demon. Swallow blade.
Ready to go. When it is time. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Here, let me help. Far enough. First aid.
Now a clash.
Arc shield. Not in
Rising
your
Falcon.
dreams.
Dragon Swarm.
Too fast.
10 pounds. I'll trip it up.
Double
I
demon
never miss.
Demon blade. Slash.
Eat this.
Double demon blade.
Will this help?
No further. It's gonna attack.
Right. Watch out.
I'm sorry to be a father.
We've all
You
got
may be
it.
strong,
Yes,
but I'll
ma'am.
never back down.
Shield.
Double demon blade.
Raging
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Power to the level! They're crumbling!
Now we beat the crap out of them!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Let's tear them up!
Sword Rain Alpha!
By the power of water! Alright, it's showtime! Hear my call!
Swallow Blade!
It's finished!
Let's do it! Target team! Do it! Vanquish darkness!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap. Remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the crown contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Danon Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niaz.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alvin.
just, leave you two alone.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Alrighty, we are back with more Tales of Arise. Pretty sure when I go back into town, there will be a cutscene. I had to turn my camera off and such because I was at work and doing some video editing and jumping back and forth between my computers, so it was super duper, if you know what I mean. Anyways, we have arrived back in the town.
About damn time. Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almadria.
For now.
Let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said...
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
The woman says, if you don't have anything to do until the victory speech, you should wait here. I'll give you a room to use in the meantime. Once it's time for the big event, I'll come and get you all. I just say we'll wait in the room. And wait we do.
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadime would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well...
Is that? Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen.
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last.
I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell!
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why you lost?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best.
Long, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
In a bind?
By the power of the orb! Annihilate her! In here!
Ignite! Aim for the weak spot.
Lord of the Stop! Hear my call! Here, let me help. Watch it! Here I go! Hear me! Flame of Steel! Burning Orb! Water! Hear my call! Equal technique now! Lord of the Sky! Hear the heal! I'm ready! Equal you hear it now! There! Glimmer This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
Heal!
This one's all mine!
Whirlwind Dance! Dance in the wind!
In a bind?
Air thrust!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I can carve through armor!
Sword Rain Alpha! Eat this!
Eat this! Healing Capital Sword! Purge Malevolence!
I'm ready!
Arctic Waterfall!
Water!
Healing
Storm!
Hurricane!
Double Demon Fire!
Raging Storm! More where that came from!
Deny!
Arc Shield!
I'll finish you here and now! Flush!
Healing
Pierce through! Eagle Assault!
Arctic Waterfall!
Glacial Steel!
Sword
Rain
Rain
Alpha!
Lightning Raging Cascade! In here!
Chocolate
Can't see that now! More where that came from!
Now, all is freely!
Take it down! Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Hear me!
Orochi's Fury!
No further!
Burning Lightning!
Glacial Spear!
Here's the evil!
Burn!
Dragon Shell! In your dreams!
Different from before!
It's about to come at us! Look sharp!
Azure
Here! Purge Malevolence!
really owe you one.
Arctic Waterfall!
If it's in the sky,
In here!
nothing gets by me!
I'll heal you all!
Where are you going? Far enough!
Steel
Moral Blade!
More of that
Just
kill!
dance!
Magic
Not today!
Not on my watch!
You're mine!
Take this!
Lightning
No
Orb!
further!
That
freaking does it!
More where that came from! I'll heal you all! In here! Here! Stockpile!
Rising Phoenix!
Armor won't save you!
Here! More where
Dragon
that
Sword!
Pierce through! Lightning Orb! Dance in the wind! In here! Mega Ray! I'll be saving your life!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help.
Dark Blast!
More where that came from!
Lunar Rumble!
Not on my watch!
Eagle Assault!
Wind
Rising
after
Orb!
wind! Thank you.
Nothing gets by me!
Far enough!
In a bind!
Annihilation! Blah, blah, blah. In here!
Be still!
I never miss!
Rising Falcon! It's
Now you
on!
see what I can do!
Try this!
I'll heal you all!
Burn in hell!
I'm on it!
Confiscate!
That's enough! Watch this! Should have messed with me!
Blah, blah, blah. Magic! Here's a healing!
Sonic Thrust!
Just as done!
Water! Hear my call!
Glacial Steel!
Here's the evil! In the wind! Air
Demon Fang!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! First strike!
Here's a healing!
Come on, Demon Fang!
First aid! Ready!
Things come to an end.
By the power of
Right! Double me! In an instant! Impact Block!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almadria got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. smile at her from across the battlefield, apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Beifon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I still can't believe what that Almadria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almadria who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Danon mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
Hey, that
You should get some shut-eye. All right, guys. Ready to go?
a dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danons. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. Are you all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadheim. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well... I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Xion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Shion, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
No backing down! Bring her down!
carve through armor! Fire support! Can't get out of this!
Do it!
Locked and loaded! Eat this! Not today! Mission!
Take this!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
On my lord!
Let the marksman handle this.
So let's do it!
Eagle assault!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll have to take my revenge on you!
We're not finished!
Not in your dreams!
It's strong!
Be my guest!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Gone! Swallow dance! Dragon swarm!
Raging Revolver!
Double demon fang!
Carve
Do
through
it!
armor!
Sweet dreams!
First strike!
Eat dirt!
I'm ready!
Air thrust! Magic missile! Air thrust! Light astral energy!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Do it!
Eagle dive!
Seems about right to me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Eat this! Fall back! Crumble! Void blast! Double demon fang! Demon fang!
Here's evil!
Nothing gets by me!
Double demon fang!
Everyone hanging in there?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You're mine!
Swallow dance!
We're not finished!
That's my cue.
Eat this!
Shut him down.
Never miss.
Swordling Alpha!
Carve through armor!
My shield!
Can't get out of this!
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere, too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd. and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute... That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Right, here goes! Now you'll learn! Demon Fang!
Far enough!
You'll
pay for what you did!
You got spirit! Do it! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Lunar
That freaking does it!
Made a
Yeah! And the pummel is
Demon Fang!
Now!
Stardust!
Go ahead! Hey! Blow them away!
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Double Demon Fang!
Dragon Shout!
Wait a minute! Dragon Swarm!
Do it, bro!
Pierce through! Try this! Next!
I never miss! Talon Hurricane! Not on my watch!
Let's rock shock! Burn!
Raging Cascade!
Carve through!
Do it! Radiant Pierce!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Everyone hanging in there?
Hi, Hoodle!
Got you now!
Take this!
Raging Storm!
Far enough!
Damn it! Double Demon
Now,
Fang!
water! Lightning! Raging Cascade! In here!
Eat this!
Lightning orb! Here's a magic is
Destruction!
Dragon Shout! Dark Seal! I'm back to the not on my watch!
Power Blade!
Anything in order is all right! What's this?
I'm on his back!
Raging Cascade! Magic is
Rip it! Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A comfortable win.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Freezing storm!
Raging ice tornado!
Eagle assault! Dragon does it! Dragon knock!
Radiant here! No escape!
Ice freeze! Why can't they just...
The enemy will arc.
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Denied!
You picked the wrong fight!
Roll it! I'll smash you!
Confiscated!
Now! Pierce through! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Eagle assault!
Pierce through!
More for the stockpile!
I need to be stronger.
Go no further!
Rising Water!
Glacial Spear!
Double Demon Fang!
Watch it!
Destruction!
Ready and ready!
Eternal Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Now into groove!
Last right shot!
Thank you.
Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Rising Phoenix!
I'll finish you here and now!
Orochi's Fury!
You see what happened there as you crossed... Shouldn't have done that.
I never miss!
Sword Rain
I'll
Alpha!
smash you!
Confiscated!
In a bind?
Here, let me help.
Rising Fire!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Last right shot!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dark
Here's a
wind!
healing arc!
Azure Storm!
Swallow
Double
dare!
Demon Fang!
Eagle assault!
Azure Storm!
I'll heal you all! More for the
That was nice while it
Here,
lasted.
let me help.
You're mine! Small!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone hanging in there?
That equipment should come in handy.
Gotta break
Here's
through!
a healing arc!
Eat this!
Last
Come and get it!
Luna Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Celestial Runner!
Now or never.
Here I go!
Rising Wyvern! We did it!
Gravitas Field!
Dark
Piston! Plasma Shock!
Tempest
Swallow
Eruption!
dare! I'm on a roll now!
Stand back. I'll
May
trip it up.
1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Plasma Shock!
By the
Luna
power of
Rondo!
water!
Rising Phoenix!
Eat this! This one's mine! Waterfall! Lunar Blast! I'll be saving this one!
Now you see what I can do!
Try
This
this!
one's mine! Do it!
Rending Flash!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Hi, Hoodle!
For my lord!
This! Swallow dare!
Eruption!
Take this!
Now! By the power of water!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix! Got fire!
I've got this! Magic Get a mark!
All yours!
Thank you.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Cascade!
An astral
In here! That's my cue! Glacial Spear!
Shut him down!
In the wind!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
The earth throbs.
Now you see what I can... I'll finish you here and now!
Orochi's Fury!
No further.
Come quietly! Soaring Alpha! Blow away!
Ready!
I'll teach you Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Do it! Eagle assault!
Lightning Orb!
Let the
Raging
marksman
Cascade!
handle this.
Seal! Red!
Where are you going?
Here I come! Demon Fang!
Confiscated!
Double
Shion!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
There's always room for improvement.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
Go no further! Glacial Spear! Lightning Arm! Fire support! Now do it! Mission! Darkness!
Double demon fang!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
I'm practically unstoppable.
What's this thing?
Little help!
I'm on it! I'll smash you!
Divine! Here goes! Dream!
Rising Viper! This one's all mine!
All in order.
Dance in the wind! Annihilate! Sweet cow!
Ignite!
More for the stockpile!
I'm just getting started!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Looks like we won.
Now we're not!
By the power of
Shockwave crash them! Be still! Rising Viper!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Say no more!
I'll heal you all! Not on my watch!
Eat
Healing Lightning Orb! More where that came from!
You require
Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll keep you
Rising Wyvern! Take this! Death Blossom!
Blazing Cascade!
What did you do?
Do it! Lightning Sword!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright...
Little help! Glacial Spear!
Now into Groove!
Now! Ready to go!
Far enough! It's on! Now you see what I can do! My shield!
Your dreams!
Do it! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Striker!
You picked the wrong fight!
Back into the fray!
I'll tear you up!
Dig up!
A comfortable win.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Here I come!
Burning Strike! Here's evil! This one's mine! Raging Cascade!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane! Take that! Rising Wyvern! No further! Here I come! Do it!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
This one's mine! Hit!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Smash you! Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Eternal devastation!
None can escape my judgment!
Watch it! Last lift shock!
I'm on Supernova! We're not in your dreams!
Everyone hanging in there?
Gotta break through!
Bring him down!
Throbbing in pain.
I'll tear you apart! Fire in the hole!
I'm out of ammo!
Take this!
Now! Raging Storm!
Looks like we won.
That equipment should come in handy.
like it. I'm just getting started.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
First strike!
All good
things come to an end.
Here's a healing arc!
On your
Raging air!
Hurricane burn! Swallow dance! I'm just getting started. Just take this! Oh! Now I'm real mad! On your knees!
Here's the evil!
Azure Storm!
Blah, 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 magic! In here!
I'll finish you here and now!
Denied!
Slammer won't save you!
Not
This
in
one's
your
all
dreams.
mine! Double demon attack!
Where that came from?
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Azure Storm! Double demon fang! Power blade! Talon Storm! Here I come!
Hurricane!
Take this!
Reflex!
Severing Wing!
Lightning descent! Let me help!
Orochi Fury! Double demon fang!
What are you doing?
Take that! Orochi Fury!
Raging storm!
Sonic Thrust!
In a bind?
Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Far enough!
Ignore it!
Wind astral energy!
I'm going
Healing
to
blah,
do
blah,
it.
blah, magic!
Rinwell!
Demon's descent!
Flashing Fang!
Here I go! Got you!
Orochi Fury!
Go!
Double
Get
demon
out
fang!
of your dreams!
Demon fang!
Into the flame!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Ridwell! Astral energy! Full throttle!
That was a little close for comfort.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong? Sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. An opponent like this should be easy.
Look sharp! Lightning blade!
Radiant Bolt!
It's almost too strong! Then split it open! Be my guest! I'm on it! Armor won't save you!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Little help! Confiscated!
Denied!
Into the shadows!
Can't get out of this!
You
You picked the wrong fight! Eagle Fly! Hit a word! Here I come!
I never miss!
Luna Rondo!
It's weakened!
Now you see what I can finish you right now!
By the power of water!
Dragon Form!
That freaking does it! Healing confiscated! May 1,000 kills!
Ignite! I'll finish you here and now! Orochi Fury! Can't get out of this! Double Demon Fang!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Step back! This one's all law!
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Engaging! It does it!
Looks like
Fire support! Tank! Blow them away!
Vanquish dark!
I'm on The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that!
Hurricane Thrust! Rising Phoenix!
Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
I never miss!
I can carve through armor!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
only one last place to look.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
I'm on it!
Right. Nothing gets by me! Eat that!
Confiscated!
Slaughter them!
Dance in the wind! That's right!
Does it!
Now I'm real mad!
All mine! Castle!
Armor
won't save you! Right away! Burn! You paid for that!
No,
I owe you one!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Take this!
Wind after
Azure Storm! Demon! Demon Fang! I owe you one!
Ready!
Demon Fang!
Radiant light!
Double Demon Fang!
This one's mine! Lightning! I'll heal you all! Dance in the wind! Healing
Ready to go!
Water! Here's my call! Thunder Field! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Talon! Ready and ready!
Freeze Lancer!
Not today!
Now you see what I can do!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Can't get out of this!
I'm on it! Rip and tear!
Healing Eagle!
I'll finish you here!
Not in your dream! Sleep now! More for the stockpile! Here's the evil!
Double Demon Fang!
Freeze Lancer!
Demon Fang!
Divine!
Double Demon Fang!
Eat this!
Strike!
Nothing gets by me!
Dragon Swarm!
You require
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast! This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
Confiscated!
Take this! Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Denied!
Burn!
Swallow dance! Thankful arrow!
Swords that are attacking separately!
Can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Healing
Take this!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away!
Sword
I'll let you all down!
You may be stately coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Double Demon Fang!
Not on my watch!
Not done yet!
Demon Fang!
Get out of this!
That looks bad.
What's about you people?
One more!
Ready and ready!
Far enough!
I'll smash you!
Lightning, this one's mine!
Burn!
Thunderblade!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before your calamity!
Glimmer Blast!
Chaotic disaster!
Storm!
I owe you one.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! Air the
Azure Storm! Double Demon Fang!
I'll bring you back from death. I'll bring you back from death.
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! In a vine, Glimmer Dragon! I'm on a roll now! Right,
Here, let me help.
Lunar Rondo!
Talon Sword!
Here I come!
Far enough! Now I'm in the groove!
Crush! Double
Anything
Demon
in order
Fang!
is all mine! I can carve through armor!
Tempest Swirl!
Take this! Right!
Puddle!
Let's
This is in the sky. Mine.
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't.
Lightning!
You require a hand.
Lunar corruption!
Can't get out of this!
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down. I'll end you. Astral energy.
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Xion!
Alvin!
Xion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
The Renan male lab worker says, test subject number 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you are to calm your mind and await further instructions. Sexy instructions.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again.
Where's his fucking bunny ears? This
Might
is
as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
an abomination. This lady says, to be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets. If you hadn't worked out, who knows what we would have done. This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony after all, but seeing you make it all the way to today has put my fears to rest. They put her titties on her breast, apparently. That guy doesn't want to talk to me. Woo. Wiggity wiggity woo! I'm gonna jump on you! Wiggity woo! Jump on you! Pfft. The Renan male lab worker, with the really specific name, says, I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're just a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are of no concern. Man, dude, that was one sick burn. Oh, he's useless. He doesn't even have bunny ears. Anyway. This person says the maiden will maintain control over things. You just focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you'll have to do a good job here, number 1273. It pretty much is useless. You can jump over teeny little holes to find, like, treasure chests and stuff. Oh. Oh. That thing just keeps saying the same thing. Astral energy charging. Standing by. Because it's bisexual. What does this little bastard want to tell me? The lab worker's child says, is this the test subject, ma'am? Wow, it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe. Inside, it's as uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am, no touching the test subject, right? Why would he touch a little boy? Like, what's going on here? What's going on here? That's some pedophilia, if I've ever seen it. Sexy space clone pedophilia. Apparently, I'm not authorized to enter that room. Ugh, this is so lame. Why is it making me, like, run around figuring out who I'm supposed to talk to? Hide your kids, hide your wife. Oh, memes. I can't believe that all those memes be happening up in Brazil. You should say, hide your kids, hide your wife in Portuguese. While I wander around this shithole aimlessly looking for stars over people's heads so that they can tell me pieces of the story. Is this thing finally ready? Nope. Oh, that's the kid who likes little children or whatever. Okay. I'm not allowed past there. Not allowed over here. There's no map. Yo! Wow, he's insulting me. Can't you figure out where to go on your own? No, not really. There's no indication of what I'm supposed to do. I've talked to all these dipshits. I'm just a research subject to them, and they don't really give a shit about me, apparently. Okay. Pretty sure I've exhausted all the pointless dialogue. This game just loves doing shit like this just to, like, inflate the playtime. Guess I'll just re-talk to everybody again for some reason. Yeah, it's not shocking. Memes are hilarious. I think everybody loves them. Wait, does this person have a star? Excellent. Oh, it's you, number 1273, or should I say, Sovereign. You don't understand how much time and effort we invested to create you. We can't risk losing you to injury. Wow, insightful.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room.
Coming out? You came out? Are you gay? Speak now or forever hold your penis. It's time, Elfin, says blonde lady. Elfin says it's finally happening, huh? Question mark says yes, we need to change into our sexy outfits, then meet in front of the sex device. Once this is all over, you'll finally be able to return home. Elfin says that's what I'm hoping for. Question mark says I'm so sorry you got dragged into all of this. Elfin says it's not your fault. Let's just do what we have to do and get this thing over with, baby. Right. Right in front of the sex device. Yes, there'll be a deep probing.
I just wanted to go back.
Yeah, he likes it in the back.
To Dana. To my home.
Elfin.
Leori.
Elfin. Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.
Any gay. I'm going to call that an episode. I have to do some video editing, but I will still be on Discord, so we will see you soon.